viewers. Let's continue from where we left on Cheptoo, Edna. So, during the previous lesson, we introduced the subtopic energy level and electron arrangement. And we said in the energy level is where we distribute electrons in an atom. And electron arrangement is that distribution of electrons in the energy level. So, the last one that we did, it was that of phosphorus. And we said phosphorus has 15 electrons. And this is how electrons are distributed in its energy level. So this is phosphorus. The first energy level, I say it can hold a maximum of 2 electrons. The second energy level can hold a maximum of 8 electrons. The third energy levels occupies a maximum of 8. But for now, we have 15 electrons, so we've distributed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We still remain with 5 more electrons, so we distribute the 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. So we say phosphorus has 3 energy levels. This is the first energy level, second energy level, and this is the third energy levels. If we move to calcium, calcium is number 20. So calcium has 20 electrons. And this is how that atoms will look. So electron arrangement of phosphorus, phosphorus will have the 3 energy level. So one will take 2 electrons, the second one will take 8, and the third will take 5. So it has 1 energy level, 2 energy levels, and 3 energy levels. The second, I want to talk again about calcium. Calcium, which is number 20. This is how the atom of calcium will look like. Calcium is number 20. So the first energy level will hold 2 electrons. The second will hold 8 electrons. That is 10 electrons. We are remaining with 10 more. So the third will hold 8 electrons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We remain with the 2. So we've seen this energy level is full. This can hold a maximum of 8 electrons. Now it is full. And third can hold a maximum of 8, which is full. We still have 2 electrons. So we have to draw another energy level. That can hold the 2. We can count. Calcium has how many energy levels? So this is the first energy level, the second energy level, third, and the fourth energy level. So calcium has 4 energy levels. The first one holds 2 electrons, the second one 8, then 2. If you count, you'll get, so 2 plus 8 is 10, 10 plus 8 is 18, 18 plus 2 is 20 electrons. That is how the structure of calcium looks like. So I want to talk about something else that we call the periods. I want to introduce something called the periods. So let's first of all discuss or introduce what is the period. So the period, we say elements with the same number of energy level belongs to the same period. So elements with the same number, elements with the same number of energy level. For instance, hydrogen, we said hydrogen has only 1 energy level. Same to helium. Helium also have 1 energy level. So they belong to period 1. We then move to the lithium. We have lithium. Lithium is number 3, and we saw the first energy level of lithium occupied the first it holds 2 electrons, so we remained with 1. So we saw lithium has 2 energy levels. So lithium belongs to period. This is period 1. This is period 2. If we come here to phosphorus, which is number 15. Phosphorus, you've seen it has 1 energy level, 2 and 3. So phosphorus belongs to period 3. If we move to calcium, calcium has 1 energy level, 2 energy levels, 3 energy levels, 4 energy levels. So calcium has 4 energy levels. So we say it belongs to period 4. So we have many. For period 1, we only have hydrogen and helium, but for period number 2, we have many. We have lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon. As we continue, those that have 2, we have many. So the element with same period, they can fall in the periodic table. They form 1 row. So let's arrange these elements in their rows. So elements with the same number of energy levels occupies the same energy level they occupy, or they are arranged in the same row. They are arranged, in the same row, that is in the periodic table, starting with an element with the lowest atomic number. For instance, row 1 will contain the first row in the periodic table will only have either hydrogen and helium. So when arranging these elements in the periodic table, we have to begin with hydrogen because it has the lowest atomic number of 1. Helium has the atomic number of 2. So I want to draw just a simple table to show elements in their rows. So we've said the element with the same number of energy levels, they fall in the same period. For period 1, we have hydrogen and helium, and we said those elements, again with the same number of energy levels, they are arranged in the same row in the periodic table. So for the first row of the periodic table will contain elements that belongs to the period 1, which is hydrogen and helium. The second row will occupy those elements that has 2 energy levels, or that they belong to the period 2 element. That is, we have lithium, we have beryllium, we have boron, we have carbon, we have nitrogen, we have oxygen, we have fluorine, and lastly, we have the neon. Those are elements that will be arranged in the second row of the periodic table, and they belong to period 2. This, we say they have 2 energy levels. So if we move to the third row, elements that will be arranged in the third row, that row are those with 3 energy levels, and they belong to period 3. So these is from neon, which is number 10. So here we have sodium, magnesium, we have aluminium, we have silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, and the last one we have there gold. Those are the elements that belong to period 3. Now the last row, which is the row number 3, the elements that will occupy the third row are those from period 4, the one that has 4 energy. So I'm sorry, the elements, now the next row is row number 4. Elements that will occupy the 4th row is those from period 4, and we say they have 4 energy levels. That is potassium and calcium. So thank you very much for listening to me. Next time we'll come and talk about the groups. Where do these elements, in which group they fall? Then we'll have to generate our own periodic table.